Introduction to Microsoft Project 2013. If your company has a project that needs to be completed, you're going to want to make sure that every aspect of it is organised so that it goes efficiently and according to budget. It goes without saying that making sure that you have enough employees, equipment, and everything you need to complete the project is critical to the success of you and your business. It is a lot to manage and a lot to do. Even for someone with the best project management skills, it can be overwhelming. Decades ago, perhaps everything would be done on paper. You'd have numerous graphs, pages of notes, and copies would be made for everyone who had just the slightest part in the project. Nowadays, however, project management software can make managing and completing a project easier than ever before. Tracking the progress of a project is as easy as signing into the program. In fact, a good software program like Microsoft Project 2013 can allocate resources, assign tasks, track budgets, and be your right hand as you manage the project from beginning to end. That said, there are dozens of project management programs on the market today. Choosing the right one can be confusing because you want the best one for your company and your projects. Microsoft Project 2013 is just one of those programs. While you may choose it because it is a familiar name, you should also choose it because it offers the insight and features that are common to all Microsoft products and will offer the aspects you need to complete any project within your company. Microsoft Project 2013 is a project management software program created for businesses and freelance professionals to help better manage individual projects that occur within companies. Although no project management software should be used to replace project management techniques or adequate training of management and staff, Microsoft Project 2013 can and will improve the efficiency, organisation, and sometimes even the speed of which a project is completed. Before you can begin to understand project management, or maybe even put this software to work for you, it is important that you comprehend the nature of projects, as well as what is or what is not a project. By definition, a project is a temporary endeavour that is completed to create a unique product or service. You will use Microsoft Project 2013 to organise and manage any products that you or your company create. Each project that you want to take will be made up of certain components. This holds true in Microsoft Project 2013. The first component your project will have is tasks. Tasks are things that have to be accomplished in order for the project to be complete. Think of it as your to-do list that will get you from point A to point B. Your tasks can be as detailed or not as you want them to be. A task can be simply researching competition, or it can be a phase of your project that contains a summary task as well as subtasks. For example, if you're creating a new software program for your company, your task might be to research similar software. Subtasks might be researching businesses that have similar software, analysing their sales, and then looking at their pricing models. In Project 2013, tasks are organised into phases or stages. In the Gantt chart view of Project 2013, you'll be able to see your tasks, as well as an outline of the time it will take to complete those. Since timing is always going to be important to your project, Microsoft Project 2013 allows you to set up and view the timing relationships upon tasks. You can also set dependencies. A dependency will show that one task, Task A for example, must be completed before Task C can begin. We'll learn all about this later in the course. Simply put, project management is defined as the process of managing all the elements of a project to complete it. This includes supplies, labour, financials, and more. It is a fact that project management is becoming increasingly important within companies in order for them to operate successfully and efficiently. The skills that managers and employees are given during training to manage the day-to-day operations of a company are different than the ones they'll need to manage individual projects. Successfully managing a project requires discipline. It requires that time, scope, and cost are managed in a way that bring about the completion of specific goals or a project itself. This requires planning and organisation. Microsoft Project 2013 can help project managers and their staff organise their projects and meet their goals by acting as a virtual assistant that can produce information, charts, and reports to help the project smoothly advance through to completion. There are 3 things that must be managed during a project. This will help you better understand what Microsoft Project offers you and help you put the aspects of this software to work for you once you've learned how to use it. The first is cost. Cost is everything and anything that has to do with money related to your project. It includes people, equipment, materials, and profit. If anything costs or makes your company money in relation to a project, then it is factored into the cost. Next is time. The time used for the project is a sum of all the time used to complete tasks that lead up to the completion of the project. This can include employee time, equipment time, and even time to see profit. Finally, there is the scope. The scope of your project can also be referred to as the specifications for the project. The specifications or scope define what the final results are supposed to be. Quality is a major part of the scope. That said, if your project is well managed, delivers exactly what it's supposed to do within the given time frame and without spending more money than allocated. By managing the above three components during Microsoft Project 2013, it can be much easier to achieve. This course was designed to teach you how to successfully use Microsoft Project 2013, no matter if you've ever used the program before or not. Both the beginner and seasoned project user can benefit from this course, starting with the basics of the program including navigation and continuing on to more advanced features. You do not need to have access to Project 2013 to take or complete this course, however, it is recommended. We've broken this course down into multiple lessons to make it easy for students to study and practice the program. Each lesson details different features of Project 2013 and provides step-by-step instructions on how to use them. At the end of each lesson, you'll find a lesson exercise and a lesson assignment. The lesson exercises were designed to test you on the material presented in that lesson. Lesson exercises are graded, therefore they are mandatory. Lesson assignments give you a chance to practice what you've learned in the lesson by using Project 2013. These are optional and do not affect your grade, but it is encouraged that every student try to complete them. Project can be purchased one of two ways. You can purchase Project 2013 through Microsoft for a one-time charge. However, if you do not want to fork out a large sum of money at once, you can also purchase a subscription of Project Pro through Office 365. The subscription requires that you pay a monthly fee. However, you get all the benefits of Project 2013 with a subscription-based version. You can also download a free trial of Microsoft Project 2013 if you just want to learn the software but not purchase it, or only if you want to try it before you buy it. You can download a free trial of Project without downloading any other Office programs. Simply go to the Microsoft site and locate Project 2013. If you haven't already, you'll be asked to fill out a profile for Microsoft. You'll be asked for basic information, such as your name, address, and phone number. In addition, you'll be asked some questions about your download requirements for Project 2013. Because downloading Microsoft Project is not always as simple as it seems, we're going to go through how to download it in this course. When downloading Microsoft Project 2013, you'll get a choice of 32 or 64-bit version. Be careful here. You should select the one that matches any other versions of Office or Office programs that you have on your computer. You should not necessarily choose the one that matches your operating system. If you choose the wrong one, Microsoft will instruct you to uninstall other Office programs from your computer during the project installation process. You do not want to have to do this. If you have Office 365, 32-bit is the default. Unless you specified 64-bit during your setup and installation of Office, you have 32-bit. This means you'll need to choose 32-bit for your project. To download Microsoft Project Professional 2013, you can go to the TechNet Evaluation Center, which is on the Microsoft website. If you're not sure how to get there, you can Google to download Microsoft Project 2013. This will let you download the trial version, which, as you can see on this page, lets you use the full features of the software for a 60-day trial. To start, click on Get Started Now. Next, you'll need to sign in to your Microsoft account. If you don't already have one, you'll need to sign up for one. Otherwise, put in your details. Once you've signed in, you'll get asked to fill out your details so you can download Project 2013. As you can see, my details have already been filled out because I've downloaded something from this website before. But if they're not, you'll need to fill them in. Once you fill in your details, click the Continue button. The next page will give you your product key. Make sure you save or print this page so you don't lose that product key, because you'll need it when you install Project Professional. On this page, select your language and then click Download. This message might pop up asking you to download this Akamai NetSession interface. You can download it using this program. Otherwise, you can scroll to the bottom and click on the Click Here if you cannot complete this installation. When the next screen appears, click OK. On the right of the screen, you'll get the download link to the individual file. You can then click on this to download the file. Depending on your browser, you might get this pop up at the bottom of your screen. I'm going to choose to save this file on my computer. Click I accept, then click Continue. On this screen, choose Install Now. Project will now be installed. Now Microsoft Project is installed, you can click Close. To open Project 2013, go to the Start menu and browse for Project. Otherwise, if you have an icon on your desktop, you can open it from there. Project should appear under the Microsoft Office 2013 group of programs. This is what you'll see when you open Project for the first time. For our purposes, you can skip the intro. If you downloaded a free trial of Project 2013, you must enter your product key to verify that Project 2013 is genuine. To do this, go to the top right and click on the Sign In button. Once you've put in your email address, click Next. Now put in your password. Now, depending on which version of Project 2013 you downloaded, you might need to enter the product key on the sign-in box. If that pops up, put in the product key that you were provided with, and then click OK. Project 2013 is now installed and ready to use. Before we delve into learning all about Project 2013 and how it works, let's talk about the improvements that have been made to this version. This section of the lesson is specifically for those of you who've used prior versions and are anxiously waiting to learn what changes have been made. One of the main changes in Project 2013 is in the Backstage area. This screen here is the Backstage area of Project 2013. The Backstage area is under the File tab. In addition, the Backstage area is what you see when you open Project 2013. When you open Project 2013 for the first time, you have a few choices in how you want to get started. You can open a project you recently opened with Project. You'll find recently opened items on the left, in the green section here. There probably won't be any files showing in this area if it's the very first time you've opened this program. You can also open another project file that you've saved. This includes files created in the previous versions of Project. You can also open a new file. To do this, go to the right of the green column. You can choose to open up a blank project. You can also choose to use one of the templates displayed. If you want to use a template, but do not see the one displayed that you want to use, you can use the search box and search for the type or category of the template that you'd like to find and use. File types are simply the formats that you can use to save your project files. Project 2013 supports numerous file types. You can open and save aspects of your project in the following formats. However, some formats are only allowed to save information contained in project fields. Microsoft Project Plan, or MPP. This is the standard file format for your projects. It uses the .mpp extension. Microsoft Project 2007. Project 2013 supports opening and saving files from Project 2007. Project 2000 to 2003 file. Project 2013 also supports the opening and saving of files from the Microsoft Project 2000-2002 as well as 2003. Project Template (MPT) and Project 2007 templates. These are template files that save information you will use in other products. It's just like a template for a website, except it is for a project. It uses the .mpt extension. The global file, global.mpt, is the master template. It can contain information for all projects, but it cannot save tasks, resources, or assignments. PDF files. This format is the portable document format. It has the extension .pdf. XPS files, which are Microsoft's version of a PDF. Excel Binary Workbook uses the file extension .xlsb. Excel Workbook or Excel 97 to 2003 Notebook. You can export your field data to this format, but you cannot export entire projects. Text. This format is commonly used by word processing programs. It uses the .txt extension and is tab delimited, which means the fields are split up by tabs. You can export field data to this format, but you cannot export entire projects. Comma Separated Values, or CSV. This format uses the .csv extension and is comma delimited, which means the data is split up by commas. You can export field data to this format, but you cannot export entire projects. Extensible Markup Language, or XML. This format is used to deliver rich and structured data. It uses the .xml extension. You can import and export data using this format. It can also be used to interchange data from project between project and other programs. We've looked at the Backstage area shown to you when you first opened Project 2013. Now let's look at the entire project interface by opening a blank project. At the top left of the project window, you'll see the Quick Access toolbar, a feature shared by all Office products. You can see the Quick Access toolbar up here. Beneath the Quick Access toolbar, you'll see a traditional menu bar. This is also common to all Microsoft products and contains menus that you'll need for the software and individual projects. These menus include File, Task, Resource, Report, Project, View. You'll also see the Format menu. Below the toolbar, you have the ribbon. The ribbon contains the tools and commands that you need when using Project 2013. You'll also see a Timeline tab, which shows some key dates and milestones on the timeline. Below that, you'll see the entry bar, which is where you will enter tasks, and this appears below the ribbon. The workspace is located below the entry bar. By default, the project screen is shown with the Gantt chart view being the view that is displayed by default. You can change the view in the workspace by going to View on the menu bar. We'll learn more about these as we go through the course. Below the workspace is the status bar where you can use zoom or change the views. While memorising the parts of the interface is not critical to being able to use the software, it will be extremely helpful as we work our way through this course together. Please take a minute and review if you feel like you need to.